Action? I think you used to be heard of this, action word. So I will just make you the feel of, action.
But I'm not so used to women calling shots, so it's nice, like a boss lady.
Oh, you made my day, boss lady. No, I'm not a boss. I'm just here to take a beautiful interview with a beautiful lady.
So sweet.
The inspiration, I must say, the inspiring woman. I was waiting when I'll meet her and I'll congratulate her when I was just watching your promo. So it was so interesting. Amen.
Amen.
I mean, when this word comes to your mind, what strikes you as a woman, not as an actor?
Freedom.
No.
Yeah.
So that's the first word.
Yes.
So when I just going through your interviews and you said that, when I was just saw the script and I thought it must be an English movie.
Yeah.
Why it comes to your mind? Because nowadays these kind of scripts are not being accepted in Bollywood or Tollywood. We have not seen much of the South cinema is more explosive about these issues. That was in your mind, or what comes to your mind? Why it's not you think, oh, it's a Telugu cinema
Because
based?
what happens is still, the change is happening, but still at that point of time, or like last year I was going through a lot of, my manager was sending me a lot of synopsis and I was reading, and everything was very, either it will be like a masala movie or it will be like a horror, very cliche. If it was heroine centric film, like the script that comes to me, which claims to be heroine centric film, it's very either women empowerment or something that talks about feminism, or somewhere, it's like a good girl who got raped.
Love maids.
Yeah, love. So you're like a sacrificing girlfriend or a wife, or a mother. Like, so the same cliche, same life. It's like, the film industry need to tell the stories of our current society. But mostly what is happening is our movies are still telling stories from the 80s and 70s. How the women used to be, how the family used to be. So when Ame came, it was breath of a fresh air, and I was like amazed and shocked. And I was like, who has the courage to do such a film? There's a director, okay. And who's the director? He actually had one film, a very successful film, and a lot of heroes want to work with him. And somebody like that want to make a film like this. And there's a producer. I was even surprised, okay, there is a producer who's like passionately doing films.
And think like that.
Think like that. Because, if you come ahead by thinking that, okay, I'll do this film and I'll make money, no, you'll end up losing even more money. It'll become a cheap film. You need to have a lot of passion to understand a cinema like this. So I was, more than me accepting to do this film, for me what amazed and touched my heart is that there are this team, like our cameraman, editor, music team, ADs, the entire crew of this film were courageously working on this film, and that amazed me.
I was just wondering, when these kind of movies come, people always get concentrated when it's a nude scene. Above that, they don't go, which they have to explore. There will be that you talk about emotions are there, we talk about the smooches, movies are there, and most of the concentration is there before the promotion of the movie. How do you say that? How you concentrate as a star or as a celebrity when these things comes on your mind and when your movies is on the way?
So the thing is that I think coming to industry in a very young age, that helped, I think, because see, even when I had a film like Maina, which was a blockbuster,
Yes.
I did another film called Sindhu Samaveli, which was a bit controversial movie. So whenever people used to praise me about Maina, there are a set of people who try to drag me down with these controversial movies. And it's not just for me, it's for everyone. Like you take any celebrity, there are always people who bash them and always people who support them. And our world is like that, society is like that. I think I pretty much understand that. And being legendary or being amazing was so easy, then everybody would be, right? It is a hard road, and it is a hard world, and you have to be aware about these things. I can't be like, okay, oh my God, I have to face these critics, so I'm not doing this film. Then
you're not.
I should be selling ice cream like Steve Jobs says. So I'm very much aware about the position I am in, and there are millions of people who want to be where I am. So I mean, you should be really ready to be bashed and be thrown, but it's all about what you take out of it. And for Ame, I expected this, but for me that was not the part that I was focusing. That is the difference.
That is true.
Yeah.
And as we're seeing, earlier when we talk about the South industry, is always a heroism. Heroes are like doing dashing and the entries like that. And now people, I mean, we will say appreciate actors like you and others also. They're taking initiative where the all responsibility on their shoulder. They are taking the ship. They are the captains.
Yeah.
How do you feel that? Like now the heroines are the, we can say, powerful star.
Yay!
Power star ki tarah we'll say powerful
ladies, boss ladies.
Bosses, yeah. So how it's a power on your shoulder. How you take it that?
It's
a turn
very-
in the society.
It's very empowering. I think it's a huge transformation that is happening, and and films have always been very related to society, right? So I think it is a sign that, you know, in not just in film industry, in many fields women are coming up, you know, even in Arab countries, you know, there are women entering into politics. So it's a huge transformation and positive change that is happening, and I think and what the beauty of this new era is that, you know, people are not coming to theaters because it's a heroine centric film, because it's good content films. I'm not saying that, you know, Ame people are coming to theaters for me because I'm shouldering it. No, it is because of the content. It's because of the story of the film, and that is a beauty. There is good quality of work is coming out. And for us heroines, before, when we were part of a hero film, you know, we were always told that you don't have business. You know, you're just
glamorous.
Yeah, you're just a glamorous doll. You know, you just come for the promotions and go back home. You know, so
wear nice dresses.
Yeah, wear nice dresses, look pretty, and, you know, say things, you know, that makes you look pleasing and attractive, and go back home. So we also were not very involved in our work, and right now this is an opportunity where we get to really, that is a huge responsibility shouldering. You know, you have to literally work on your script and your role, and how to make the movie so engaging and entertaining and good, you know. So that sort of gives that, as I said, is very empowering. Yeah.
So if we talk about new subjects, as you're getting a subject, still the clarity is not there, what the movie is all about. I mean, the suspense is still there. We have to explore it, but still we just wanted to new subjects we need to explore. We talk about the guy's relationship, we talk about the live-in relationship. There are things, you know, which people have to accept and they're not able to.
Yeah.
How do you react on that? Do you think
that's what
in
I
future
said.
These kind of scripts come your way?
Absolutely, it will, because you know, we've been hiding too much in our movies, you know. As I said, still making movies where our society was in the 80s. Like, I was just, last time when I came here for audio launch for Ame, I went because I don't really go out for clubbing or anything. I don't enjoy that, but I felt like going out because once in a while I like to go out to see that side of the world. And then I went to a club, and then there was these 18-year-old kids who were trying to, mostly girls, who were trying to get into the club, and they were showing their IDs and all. And I was observing them, and I was so amazed by the kind of independent and the way they were embracing the freedom, enjoying. They were dancing, they were chilling. It was so nice, and they were not very dependent on any guys. They were by their own and by themselves. And I think that is today's society. Even I'm sure you will have children. You will know how, especially the millennial kids, they are evolving so fast. And who are we hiding this from? And there are millions of things out there on the internet. And I think the more we talk about being nude is okay, it's not a big deal. In a situation, if you're stuck in a building, or if you're stuck in a bus or anywhere in your office, you know, and you're in a situation like that, it's okay. You don't have to give up your life just because of that. It's okay. You don't have to end your life because you've been raped or molested. You know, we need to tell, and it's okay to be in a living relationship. It's okay to stand for yourself, and, you know, it's okay to not walk the path which your society asks you to path. So I think we need to tell these stories in movies, and it becomes not like, even like things like, you know, to say sex in movies, it's a big deal. We don't say sex, we say matter, we say
there is a bad scene,
there is a bad scene. I think we have to be more open about it, and culture is not something that doesn't let you be the person you are, or that doesn't let you stop growing. Yeah.
We were just saying bet, you know, you're doing bets, kuch, you know, games show you're doing. In a childhood, what was the first time you had a bet and you thought, "Arey yaar, bet nahi lagana." It was a wrong decision. I taken a bet on that. In the real life, from a childhood, you remember and you feel bad about it.
Yeah. So I was always been this rebellious child, right? So I would be the first one to take my cousins for some adventure. I would be the one like, we should go, we must go, you know, like I would just irritate them. You all are like pussies, you know. I'm sorry to use that word.
No,
I would rephrase it.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. So I was like a guy, I was like a boy, I was such a tomboy. So once this happened where I was like, my childhood was pretty much in Munnar. My dad's sister lives there, so my childhood was in Munnar forest and waterfalls and all. And the cousin there, he took us to a waterfall, and then I said, I want to go to the top of this waterfall. Nobody has gone there. Like, only people who commit, like, jump from there to die has gone there. So as a child, you go crazy about these mysteries, right? And then we started walking, and we were reaching almost up, and then suddenly the water flow started becoming stronger. And then there was a point where like the stones which we walked and came back, they were all like covered with water, and we didn't know if it's like crevasses or you know, like it was a very death in front of yeah. So and they were like little cousins, right?
My
I was
God.
really scared, and somehow we managed to come down, and I still cannot forget that.
I mean, that was your life ka bet, I mean,
Yeah,
we should
yeah.
say. So you won or you just left it and came back? Like, what
No,
was that?
we came back, of course. No, we reached there and
Okay.
it was amazing. But while we were coming back, so
That was like,
that
yeah.
sort of, I think, calmed me. Like as a child, these experience sort of calms you down, right? If you
Yeah.
don't calm down, you will die.
So have you continued that history, like, you know, doing bets with your friends in college till now?
Yeah, college may, of course, like we keep doing that, and now it's I am very competitive and I am very fierce about achieving my goals, but I don't think I'm very hard on myself like before. Before I used to be very hard on myself, and it was very unhealthy. Now I take care of myself, no matter what. My peace of mind and my soul is my priority.
True.
Yeah, I don't hurt myself anymore.
That's true. I mean that's a wonderful line. The way you talked, Amala, it's right, great. So we just talk about, you know, the inspirational part. You know, what keeps you going? You know, as a woman, sometimes they're always up and down of every industry, every work, every professional person. How you keep up going? What's your funda?
Okay.
You sing, you dance, you fight, you think. What do you do exactly?
Life in itself, like when I feel that, you know, when I work too much and if I get stagnated, if I feel my life is not flowing, then I take a break. Things like, I don't live in Chennai, I live in Pondicherry. So I live by the sea. I started surfing, so learning different things. We go to a quarry there, we do cliff diving from there, meeting new people, going to mountains, Himalayas. Treks have transformed me, the person I am, the way I look at my life and my career. And I'm not much of a phone person, you know. Yeah,
Okay.
like every Sunday is one day that I completely, very selfishly, I dedicate for myself.
Wow.
Like I don't talk to my mom. Was like my
My
family also
goodness,
know
wow.
that Sunday only extreme emergencies there.
Then we need to
then we
disturb you.
talk. Yeah, Sundays are for me, completely for me. Nothing. I just even if I'm sleeping the entire day, or even if I'm just eating food in my favorite restaurants, even if I'm just reading a book or just being myself, doing gardening. But I really fight for my Sundays.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if we just talk about, if you're not an actor, what next for you? There's some point of time I heard that you were planning to get. So
yeah, the kind of scripts I was getting.
Yeah. So but now I think the बहुत ऊपर जाने वाला है. You're going to rock. So
I don't know. I can't even find another, because I think this is my dharma.
Okay.
You know, this is something I'm born with. Because see, it's very karmic in a way, because the actors, the most important thing is the face, right?
Exactly.
Or our body,
The
or
body.
whatever. From what we express. And I didn't make this for me. God gave me this.
True.
I was born with it. So I think this is my dharma, and I cannot think about anything right now. Like it's like water for me. Scripts, doing movies, like when you're really thirsty, when you get water, right? And then you want to keep on drinking. So this is my dharma, but of course I have a bigger vision of, I've become an entrepreneur now. I have this brand called the Himalayan Yogi, making Ayurvedic products. And I want to make a spiritual, sort of a spiritual place in South. So these are my bigger dreams, but acting always first.
First priority.
Yeah, please don't take it away from me.
no, you will be there.
Yeah,
you will be there.
I don't want to be a star. I want to be an actor. I just want to keep
You
acting.
keep saying that, you know, I
Yeah.
don't want to be stars, but what is the difference between if you're a good actor, you'll become a star?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think there's a huge difference. You know, stars are, like, I would say Amitabh Bachchan, even he said this in his interview, that he said that right now is when he's doing some of his best work, and we all are seeing that. When he was a star, he was always under pressure of being someone, of pleasing the crowd, or doing movies that would have some set of rules and some sort of, you know, norms. So right now he's just so free, because he's detached from that stardom. You know, he's not trying to be a brand. He's not a brand anymore, but he's a true actor now. So that is a big difference.
And if we talk about the social media, you talked about Amitabh Bachchan. Now people are, you know, as growing, they're more connected to the social media. As you said, you know, you were not much into, but how you take it otherwise? How important it is, like, to get connected with your fans with social media?
It is the only platform, and I use it only for that purpose. Like mostly, and I know that I don't want to be a social media star. I'm an actor, and being a star on social media is not going to help me get people's love or you know, like, get me the satisfaction as an actor, because end of the day they love me for the work that I do, and if I get one day off, I know, like, you know, there are my team who ask me to do a photo shoot for Instagram. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if I get one free day, I would be working on my script, or I would be like trying to read or source out something. I mean, that's what I enjoy. But on Instagram especially, I chat with my fans, I connect with them, and as I said, you know, people know us through from the news they read and from the gossips and controversies. So it sort of puts a very different image about the actor. And social media, that's why I make sure it is a reflection of my life. I don't really enjoy posting all hash push photo shoot pictures and selfies. It's most of my Pondicherry life and about my traveling and treks. I like to keep it that way because people need to know the person I am from my social media.
So comments, sometimes when we get, you know, so much of trolls and, you know, comments are there, it actually affects you, or you feel like, okay, he must be having a lot of time, or he's, you know, spending.
No,
how you take it?
For me, I feel I genuinely feel bad for them because I feel that, you know,
You feel bad for them.
yeah,
Oh, wow,
I
that's
want to
great.
give them love. I mean, I love them. I want to give
Yeah.
them more love. I think these are people who need more love in their life,
Exactly.
because see, like when you're continuously criticizing someone or writing bad things, you know, you sort of live in that negativity, and living in that negativity is extremely torturous to that person. So I really hope and wish that, you know, their life becomes more positive, and we all are cohabiting in this world. You know, I cannot live without you, you cannot live without me. So we need each other, and I think let's focus on more positivity so that negativity will be taken care automatically.
Is there any movie of your life you still stressed out and you just watch it, like, you know, ye movie dekhna hai, or your favorite movie of your life has always inspired you
Okay,
as a person? Which will be that movie? You can talk about your movie also.
Into the Wild. There's a movie Into the Wild.
Okay.
Yeah, that movie is amazing. But it's a great film. It's a real story. It's a true story. It's based on a book. When I watch movies of my favorite actor. I
Who's your
love
favorite actor?
Meryl Streep. I
Wow.
love her, and so such movies. Yeah.
So what about the Bollywood, Tollywood? They're all seeing your faces.
Yeah, but then like the kind
Yeah.
of, see, Meryl
Yeah.
Streep is like, see, she is like a legend.
True.
Like you have so many of her movies that every era you see a different culture, different movie, different working
True,
style.
true.
But currently I am also in that culture, right? So
right.
it doesn't take me back. Like I like to read books or watch movie that takes me back into another lifetime. Yeah.
Amala, you have any inspirational dialogue of your life which inspired you? It was like kept in your heart.
Okay,
You need to give all the fans. This is very important.
Yeah, there is a quote which I really
Dialogue. Quote, we'll do it
Dialogue,
later.
okay.
Dialogue.
late vandalu latest varuve.
Oh, Baba. That's a good one. Meaning bhi bata do yaar.
Acha, it's a very famous Rajinikanth dialogue,
Okay.
superstar's dialogue. It's, how do I translate now? Late vandalu latest varu. Even if I come late, I'll come late. I'll come as the latest.
Wow, that's a good one. I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, you make the spirit high. We just have a small rapid fire. One thing you're ready to fight for.
Freedom.
Are you a daydreamer?
Daydreamer. Yeah, I am like constant
Please
24
tell
hours.
me
dreamer.
what was your dream?
Today,
are you
currently I'm only dreaming about success, super success
It
of
will
Aame.
happen. Touch wood. Your favorite food.
I'll say banana fry. I
Your
love it.
favorite place in your home.
In my home.
Yes.
Home theater.
Okay, home theater. I
Home
thought
theater.
you feel like sleeping. Huh?
Home theater.
Okay, one thing you cannot leave without home.
Dress.
My God, this is wrong. You can't do it. This is cheating.
In movies I can't, but I can, but not at home. Mommy will kill me.
That's not good. Okay, your favorite relative.
My cousin. My cousins.
Hota hai kya?
Cousins kids. Yeah, like
Actually,
we've been
like
pretty
relatives.
detached of late, but yeah, I think my cousins.
If you have to hug a person in your dream, who will be? Come on.
Brad Pitt.
Oh my God, you have so big dreams. What makes you happy?
I want to hug him in real life also.
You will. What makes you happy? Come on, I'm not giving you time.
Myself.
Here. Huh. What makes you sad?
And my pets also, that they make me happy. What makes me sad? People trying to pull each other down.
What makes you angry?
Illogical conversations.
What makes one thing you learn from your childhood?
What if I'm not a machine?
It's a rapid fire. Your brain
Rapid
is
fire.
working.
Okay, one thing that I learned from my childhood is to do more adventures.
Your
chill.
favorite compliment?
I am very, I am blah blah blah.
Your brain is
that my
working.
parents are very proud of me.
If you get a chance to change something in yourself, what you will change?
I want to do yoga every day.
Wow, good. If you have to advise your mom, what you will advise?
My mom?
Yes.
Mom, please, yeah, she doesn't take care of herself. So please, mom, please
That's
sleep more. Please take care of yourself.
Very good.
Please
what,
rest.
What makes you sit for hours?
Sit for
Hours. You can sit for hours. What makes you sit?
a good ass.
What your childhood crush?
Childhood crush was
Koi to hoga yaar, he must
my
have been.
neighbor.
Don't tell me. Your
Yeah,
neighbor?
yeah.
He's still there?
Yeah,
Are you in touch?
he was pretty old, but yeah, he was hot. Not youth, not that old.
Don't tell me what's his age. He must be happy.
He was my dad's age actually. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Good.
but yeah,
Good.
he was amazing.
Your first friendship proposal. When you
Friendship
got somebody
proposal?
proposed you in your school. I like you. मेरे से friendship कर लो. You know people in school or college.
No, I didn't have such friends.
No, really? Okay.
No, we were friends. What is there to propose?
Okay. You're always ready to go for a date.
No, it's not that easy. I need to have really intense connection with the person.
Okay.
I need to like look into their eyes and go into their soul and
Oh.
yeah, it's pretty deep for me.
A message for yourself.
Don't do such interviews and such rapid fires.
Oh no, this is not done. You need to change it.
You can't delete that.
No, I will cut this. You can't do this.
Okay, don't do such rapid fires,
This is,
okay?
this is for you, not for
Yeah, I'm telling for me.
no, people are enjoying, they're getting a positive energy.
Okay,
from it.
for
Give a
myself,
message
yeah.
For yourself.
So don't do rapid fires where you don't get a gift hamper.
Okay. This is a message for you. Last, a party dance. When you were in college, that was your step. You're known for that.
Yeah, I was very comfortable with this belly.
Oh man!
Whenever somebody asked me to dance, I would be like, Like I only have this part.
This interview instead of your movie.
Oh God!
We'll make it
Please don't hesitate going to. I mean, please don't change your plan after watching this dance.
No. They will go and watch you. A last question.
Yeah.
Does marriage is safe if we go for a live-in relationship?
Personally, I feel it's good. It's healthy because. You see, marriages, if it's arranged marriage, it comes with a lot of pressure because suddenly there's a huge shift that is happening with you as a person and you're getting into a new family, then learning cooking and trying to understand the person and adapting a new place. So I think if you're sort of living together, then I think a lot of people, you sort of try to get comfortable with you, you'll become independent, you'll start exploring living alone and getting used to each other, and so and when you get married, I think you're more sure about it and the pressure on you is less.
True.
Yeah, so I think personally living relationship is
What
great
next for you?
marriage.
Next step for you? Your fans wants to know. I don't want to know.
Next for me,
Yes,
matlab living
in your-
relationship.
I mean, what next for you? You would like to give a second chance to your life if it comes your way?
There is a second chance. I don't understand. I mean, life goes on, and every day, every moment is a chance.
True.
And if you're asking about my relationship status, then yes, I'm seeing someone. I'm seeing
Wow.
a very beautiful
Can
soul.
I come with you?
Yeah, if you promise you won't do your rapid
No,
fire.
I don't. Everybody liked my rapid fire. No, this is not done.
Cute.
I don't know how we feel connected.
Your rapid fire was good, but you're firing like AK-47. You didn't even. So yeah, I'm seeing someone, and we live together.
Wow, good. So we'll not ask you the name. I think you don't want that.
No.
Anyway, ma'am, it was wonderful talking to you.
Yeah.
Hope this movie should be blockbuster and I'll do more interviews with
Thank you so much.
Do more movies.
Thank you. Love you.
Oh wow, I got a kiss. My lips se kabhi aana chahiye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a
It was
pleasure.
nice meeting
Thank
you.
you. Bye.